It's time for the 2022 LEGO Harry Potter set tier list. We have got one more day of 2022. All the sets releasing for this year are already out and I've built them, I've enjoyed them, and now it's time to rank them in a tier list. I've been looking forward to making this video for a long time. So we have got a load of sets from 2022. S tier is the best tier and D tier is the worst tier. I don't know if any of these sets are going to go in D tier. I haven't really thought too much about it. I'm just going to go into it live. There's going to be some controversial decisions, mainly with stuff like the big Hogwarts Express set, I feel. But let's get into it. So the first set is the polybag. Now, this polybag, I think it's a very interesting one because you can buy multiples of these and basically build different models of Hogwarts Castle. You can build 8 of them. And basically put them all together to build a big Hogwarts castle. I think there's 8 different variants, so again you can buy this 8 times. You can probably buy this more than 8 times and make your own variants up, but there are like guides and instructions to make 8 different variants. I've already done a video on this, I'll leave an annotation on screen. Is it over there? Over there? Somewhere around where you can click that and watch that video if you really want to. But this is a good polybag, but it's not a great Lego set. Obviously, it's very small. It comes with 1 minifigure. That minifigure is exclusive though, so that gives it bonus points. I think this goes in... I'm going to put it in B. I think it's fantastic, and I think that's really high rating for a set which is, what, $5? So it goes in B tier. The next set is a gift with purchase, and I really think this gift with purchase is kind of overhyped. I know a lot of people like this gift with purchase a lot, but my issue is the minifigure isn't exclusive. There's about 3 million stickers, there's no exclusive prints whatsoever, no exclusive pieces, and it doesn't really attach very well to the Hogwarts expansion system, which kind of sucks. And if it's meant to be its own thing, which it is meant to be its own thing, it's not meant to be an expansion or anything like that. They could have built it as a diorama and put a black board around it, similar to the other diorama sets like we see with Jurassic Park and Star Wars, you know, those quote ones. That would have been cool, but they didn't. I just kind of think this is meh. Does it go in C tier? I'll put it in B tier. It's not terrible, but I have seen much better gift with purchases, like the Diagon Alley with the exclusive minifigure and the Biting book from 2019. Even the Hagrid and Buckbeak Brickhead, that was a really good gift with purchase. I think this is on the lower end of those gift with purchases, but it's not a terrible set. So we have the Hogwarts Moments books. Oh, the Hogwarts Moments books. I'm not that big of a fan of Hogwarts Moments books. I think these both belong in C tier. Definitely not D tier, but I'm just getting a bit bored of them because we got 4 of them in 2021, so we obviously got more in 2022 where I didn't really feel it was necessary. And it feels Lego eventually agree with me because in 2023 we're not going to be getting any more Hogwarts Moments books. We're going to be getting Hogwarts banners as their replacement, and I think they look a lot better. But yeah, very cool sets. They do come with at least 1 exclusive minifigure each, I think. So I guess that's really cool. I do prefer the Trelawney's Classroom over the Defense Against the Dark Arts one though, because it's a lot more colourful. But yeah, they both belong in C tier. Then we have the Hospital Wing. Now this set released in March 1st, I believe, and I think this is a decent set. Does it go in A? Yeah, I think it goes in A because you get a Madame Pomfrey minifigure, which is fantastic. I know the other minifigures are technically exclusive, but they're only exclusive because they have like dirt patch printing on them, which again, so it's half an exclusive minifigure. It doesn't really count. It's not a new character. They're just like Harry, Ron and Hermione. But I think it's a really cool set. I just wish it was $80 rather than $50, and we actually got it a lot taller because this is meant to be a clock tower. And it doesn't look like a clock tower. It's very short, and I've actually done a mod video on this, which I'll leave in the description down below, where you can basically buy 2 of these sets, put them together, and build a much better clock tower set, essentially. And I think it's worth the money, especially for how cheap you can get this set nowadays. I've seen this set for about 40% off quite often, so it's in A tier, but it's definitely not perfect by any means. The Hogwarts trunk. What do you think? What do you think the Hogwarts trunk gets? Do I put it in D? I'm really struggling. I really don't. I'm going to put it in C. I'm going to put it in the lower end of C. I think this is probably my least favourite set out of the entire wave. We're really not getting to a great start, are we? But better sets are coming. This, it's not necessarily a bad set. It's just such a weird set. And I don't really enjoy too much of these weird sets. Even after basically buying it, building it and owning it, usually my opinion changes from my initial thoughts and reaction when I see the picture, because that was quite a poor reaction when I first saw the pictures of this set. My thoughts haven't really changed, honestly, after that experience, and it's good for minifigure parts. And if you want to build a big massive Hogwarts and you want more students in your castle, buy this, go for it. You're going to get some really cool minifigure parts and really cool pieces and prints and a lot of stickers. I think I've never seen a set with more stickers than this. It's only $50, but it comes with like 100 stickers or something ridiculous. It's mental. But yeah, it's just weird. Maybe this is a set which really vibes with you, but for me it's just sort of meh. So that's why it goes in C tier, but not D tier. So we have the carriage, the Hogsmeade carriage. I'm going to put this in C as well. And the reason why, okay, hear me out. This set is $20, and I think that's an absolute rip-off. And I think I know where the price is coming from, and that's the new molds. Well, not really new, but okay, you get one new mold for like. Even does that justify it? I think I'm trying to be too kind. I don't think the set is worth $20. I really don't. For example, the Aragog's Lair set, I believe, has more pieces than this. Do you know the one that released in 2018? That comes with 2 minifigures as well as this set, but that retailed for $15 or £12.99. This retails for $20 and £17.99. And I understand inflation is a thing, but to go up a whole 25% is a bit of a yikes. I mean, the Thestrals are cool, but I don't think that mold justifies a $20 price point, and I just don't think it's that interesting of a set. The tree just feels a bit of a waste because it's a rubbish tree, and I know it's a cheap set, but it doesn't really get me too excited, this set. But it's nice to have around your Hogwarts castle. It's nice to have in your Hogsmeade village. I've actually got it in my Hogsmeade village now, and for that reason it's not in D tier. I'll put it at the top of the C tier if you're going to do it in order. It's not that bad, but let's move on to some. Oh, okay, no, this set's not good either. I'm really being negative here, aren't I? And I'm not intending to. Just a lot of these sets do have problems. I forgot how many issues these sets have now. I'm just revisiting them. The issue with this set is the price. It was $50, and if you look at the new Remove Requirement set releasing next year, that set is nearly double the piece count, nearly double the minifigure count, and it's the same price. Like, it's ridiculous. This had like 300 odd pieces. It came with a book beak which was white and dark grey wings, which the colour scheme didn't work at all. I know they wanted to make it different compared to the Hagrid's Hut version that came in 2019 to make it exclusive. I understand that, but even still, it came with 3 minifigures, and it was $50. It's just absolutely ridiculous. The jail cell as well for Sirius Black was literally 2 studs wide, and it's meant to be Flitwick's classroom, for goodness sake. Like, a classroom being 2 studs wide. I think this is a really bad set. Does it go in C tier? It kind of belongs in its own tier, like in between B and C, I feel. I'm going to put this in C tier. Yeah, it deserves it. Okay, Dumbledore's Office. This is a good set. This is a really good set. I'm going to put it in A tier. I'm going to put it behind the hospital wing, but it's going to go in A tier. The issue with this set is it's way too bare on the inside when it comes to the detail. We don't get a spiral staircase leading to Dumbledore's office, which is a mistake. Even the 2002 version had that integration. We don't get a stone gargoyle. Oh, sorry, we do get a stone gargoyle, but it's in the form of a sticker. a sticker, and the sticker is actually located outside the castle, as in like it's from the exterior view of the wall, so you can only access it from outside the castle, and you go through that doorway because it's like the sticker is on a panel in the door frame. You go through that door and it leads you to the library, not Dumbledore's office. It's like, what the hell is going on? Like, it makes no sense whatsoever. And the top 2 floors are basically empty. You get a goblet and you get the Sword of Gryffindor or something, and the sorting hat. There's nothing in this set when it comes to the interior on the top 2 floors, and that compared with all the other, you know, the lack of execution when it comes to access to his office via the stone gargoyle and the stone staircase, that puts it in A tier, not S tier, because apart from that, this set looks fabulous on the outside, I have to say, and I think it's really good value for money, really good value for money, and the detail in Dumbledore's office alone is really good, and I think the minifigure selection is also fantastic. So that's why it goes in A tier. I think it's a set really over half and halves. Like, half of it, there's a good reason to focus on those negative parts, but I think the good parts of this set really just outshine those negatives, and that's why it's not in B or C tier, it goes in A tier. But those negatives just really annoy me, because this could have been a fantastic, perfect set which goes in that S tier category, but it isn't, unfortunately. The Ministry of Magic, again, goes in A tier. I think it goes ahead of Dumbledore's office, but behind the hospital wing. Actually, I'm going to put it ahead of the hospital wing, I think. No, I'm going to put it behind it. I've made up my mind. It goes in the middle. I think it's a really good set. I obviously did a video where I made it 100 times better by making a big multiple thousand piece mock, but the issue there is Lego's not going to make a $500 Ministry of Magic set, and I don't expect them to. I actually think the set for $100 is very good. It's very fairly priced. You get a good amount of pieces. You get, you know, roughly 900 or something like that. And the minifigure selection in the set, oh my word, the minifigure selection is fantastic. You get so many great minifigures in the set. I can't give it enough praise on that alone. And we're finally getting Deathly Hallows minifigures as well. This was like the first set in the LEGO Harry Potter relaunch since 2018 where we get, you know, a great deal of LEGO Deathly Hallows minifigures, and I think there's a lot of hype behind that. I've been looking forward to a Ministry of Magic set for ages because it's one of my favourite buildings in Harry Potter, and I like it. I thought I would be more incentivized to buy multiples of these and make it bigger, but I don't even think it's worth doing that because it's $100 a pop to buy it. I know you can get it on sale, but, you know, still. And I don't think it adds an awful too much just to have more offices, because that's all you're getting in the set really, is more offices. Also, the Fountain of Magical Brethren in this set is an absolute disgrace. It's so bad, it's unreal. But because of the minifigure selection, it solidifies its position in A tier fairly comfortably. Now, the Hogwarts Express I'm going to leave till last. The Advent Calendar is an Advent Calendar, and I don't really have any too strong opinions, so naturally it's going to go in B tier. I guess we get cool exclusive minifigures like Moaning Myrtle, this time in grey rather than sort of a sand blue colour. We get a new Sirius Black, which is cool. We get Neville from the Deathly Hallows. That's a really good minifigure, probably the best in the set. But it's an Advent Calendar, and I don't know, I don't really have any too strong opinions. It's a decent Advent Calendar, and that's all there is to it. Now, this is an S tier set, 100%. The Hungarian Horntail is an S tier set. For $50, which is by the way the same price as the Sirius Rescue set, you're getting a fantastic UCS style display piece of a dragon, and LEGO has never made a dragon this good before, nowhere near it. The detail is absolutely fantastic, and I hope if next year, if LEGO release a Gringotts set, they have their dragon accompanied with that Gringotts set be up to par with this dragon, because that would be fantastic. Yeah, I think this is one of the best sets, if not the best set of the year, and I couldn't recommend you guys to go out and buy it enough. Even if you can't find it on sale, it's worth the retail price. Okay, Now we have the Shrieking Shack, and this goes in S tier as well. This is a fantastic set. So the Shrieking Shack has been a long-awaited remake since 2004, which the only other version came out in. And I think we get a big improvement on the wolf head looping minifigure from 2004. We actually get a full werewolf minifigure now, which is great. We get some other good exclusive minifigures. But we also get the Whomping Willow in this set, which I didn't see, because the side build in the last Hogsmeade Village set was actually a part of Hogsmeade Village itself. We got Honeyduke's Sweet Shop as a small little side build, which is kind of cool. But I do prefer the Whomping Willow 100%. I think it makes a lot more sense as well. But it's pretty much how I expected this set to look like when I saw the rumours it was actually going to be coming out. And I really like the glow-in-the-dark moon as well, and that whole aspect of how the werewolf transforms. I think that's a really cool play feature, and I just think it's one of the best looking sets of the year. And I've got it on display. I don't think you can see it in my shop, but it's definitely one of the best Lego Harry Potter sets of the year I like to look at. So yeah, we have Grimmauld Place, which, does it go in the top of S tier? I think it goes second behind the Hungarian Horntail. This set is so good, it's unreal. I can't believe Lego pulled this off, and they really did, because I thought Grimmauld Place was eventually going to be made at some point, but there's no way they would have actually introduced this mechanism where you can hide it behind the other two buildings and obviously reveal it. But they did, and they didn't just do it okay, they did it really well. It works fantastically, and I think there's 9 rooms on the inside. Like, the set isn't actually that big, but you get 9 different rooms on the inside, which is great. You get so many minifigures. I think you get 10 minifigures, and also with this set, and to mention as well with the Hungarian Horntail set, you get a new broomstick mould as well, which is long awaited because the old broomstick mould has been around since 1993 or something ridiculous. So it's been 20 or 30 years. So it's been very long awaited, but yeah, this set is absolutely fantastic. I think a couple of the minifigures, such as Harry Potter, Kingsley Shacklebolt, are really lacking in detail, but that's just nitpicking at this point. This is definitely one of the best sets of the wave. And now we get to the Hogwarts Express. I've spoken a lot about this set, and I think it's overhated. I really do think it's overhated. I think it's one of the best Lego Harry Potter sets ever released, if I'm going to be totally honest with you. It goes in S tier. Does it go ahead of the Hogsmeade, not the Hogsmeade Village set, sorry, the Shrieking Shack? No, I don't think it does. I think the issues with this set, because I do recognise the issues with this set, it's slightly too big, as in it's slightly too wide. The carriage actually is slightly too short, I think, but it's actually slightly too wide. So it's sort of in the same scale as a Speed Champions car, which is also a little too big, because you put a minifigure next to it. It's not really minifigure scale, and I think the same applies to this set as well. I understand people's criticism of the station being too small. I think the minifigure selection, is good, but I think it's really lacking in the fact we don't get adult Hermione and Ron, which I can't believe was left out, because those minifigures were actually made and intended to be released in the set, but were withdrawn, which I think is baffling. It's a great set, but it's not perfect. I really enjoy it. I understand a lot of people don't, but I really like this set, and I think it deserves to be an S tier, but probably towards the bottom of S tier. So that about wraps up this video, that about wraps up this list. Make sure to put your lists down in the comment section below. I really do want to see it. Make sure to subscribe to see some more Lego Harry Potter content. I've got so many videos releasing in January, it's unreal. Like a ridiculous amount of videos releasing in January. And Lego Lord of the Rings videos are amongst those as well. So a lot of mocks to build, a lot of news to be revealed, and I can't wait to get into the new year. I've been TopicBricks. I'll catch you tomorrow for another Lego Harry Potter video. I'll see you there.